The Play is the Thing, with your host, Judy Sleed. I hope you like music, and let's face it, who doesn't? Today's guest, Alfredo Merat, now all the way from her bedroom in East Hampton to the studios here in Wainscott, to wherever you're watching this. Here's my mom, Judy Sleed.
Well, hello once again for The Play is the Thing, and I have a wonderful guest here. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me so much, Judy.
Alfredo.
That's right.
And you are from Spain.
I was born in Spain, exactly.
And you never changed your name because Alfredo, Ali, did anybody ever call you Al?
Oh, no. No, they called me Fettuccini when I was a kid. That was fun.
And now people who are your friends, or they all call
Yeah, they
you?
call me Alfredo. Kids call me Fredo.
It's always Alfredo. That's nice.
Yeah. I wouldn't change my name for anything.
No, for anything.
It's just fine.
And you are a famous singer.
Oh, I don't know about famous.
Not famous?
I'm locally known a little bit because I've been doing this for a long time. You know, I've been in Sag Harbor, the Hamptons for about 32 years now. So I've been playing music and performing.
Right now you live in Sag Harbor.
Right now I'm actually in East Hampton, and I live in a wonderful, it's actually a motorhome.
A motorhome.
Because I'm about to embark in a journey. I'm going to be traveling.
Well, it's pretty, it's a long way from Spain.
Oh yes, Spain. I love Spain.
So how did you fly here, or you took a boat?
No. I went the French way, actually. My parents were immigrants from Spain, and then they went to France. I was a baby. I was about 6 months old. I grew up in France. And then I was in Paris. I met my wife at the time, and then I moved to America with her in the 80s, yes.
Oh, so you're almost a native.
Oh, I'm a yokel. Not a local, yokel.
And where was your first home?
My first home was actually in Bordeaux, the French wine country, Bordeaux.
No, I meant when you came to the States.
Oh, the States. Well, we came to Manhattan and stayed there for a little while, and then we were coming for the winter or for the summer visiting in the Hamptons. We had dogs then. And that's when and how I ended up falling in love with Sag Harbor, actually. That's really what I loved.
And I see that you have a guitar here.
Yes.
And how did you become a musician?
Well, I always liked to sing when I was young, the choir. I used to also be I don't know, how do you call them? A choir boy, you know. I was at church, we did the services, and so we sang always, and then I loved it. I love singing.
You loved it, and
yes.
But you became a professional.
Well, I did a lot of things in my life. I had 2 children, a business. I've done a number of adventures with work, and that made a lot more money than music at the time. But I've always done it as a side of fries. Almost like for fun, and made some money, but not seriously. Until 5 years ago, I decided that I needed a change, and I, of course, immediately said, I'm going to take 5 years and then only do music, only perform, only work on musical projects. I have a number of things I'm working with at this point, and so yes, professionally, because that's what right now sort of pays the bills. And but that's what my passion is, and my entire energy is for that now.
So you're going to play something for us?
Yes, I'll do a song or two.
Okay, can you play something now, and would you choose to play your own composition or a well-known song?
Well, I was thinking to give you something as a, sort of a tribute for you, and I think it's a song you know. It's not my song, but I'm going to do it in a different way. I always interpret and then make it my own.
You have your own style.
I have my own style of guitar playing, and ultimately I think I figured that this could be fun. to do
I
a song that
can't.
maybe you, it's not mine. It's actually a song that you'll recognize immediately, but it will be a little bit different. I hope you bear with me.
Okay.
Fly me to the moon and let me see among the stars. Let me see how spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, take my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with songs and let me sing forevermore. You are all I wish for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words,
That was very, very nice. I
Le grand Frank Sinatra.
I understand what you mean, but you have your own style.
Yes, yes.
It
My
is-
daughter says sometimes, but Dad, you know, singing exactly like I said, no, but we can, we
Yes.
can, we have a little bit of latitude. Actually, Frank Sinatra wrote this song, and it comes from a French singer, which I'm working heavily on, which is called Jacques Brel. The chord progression I just played is the same chord progression that Jacques Brel used for If You Go Away. Remember that song, If You Go Away? Ne me quitte pas. It's in French. So everybody just influenced one another in those days.
Yeah, I guess that's the way it happens.
Yes.
Everybody puts their own
Spin on
version.
things. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I do the same.
And
very
I could
much.
tell how you feel it when you sing.
Oh yes, a beautiful song.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Totally.
So what business were you in before you want to become a
Oh,
musician?
I've worked in so many different jobs in restaurants, hotels, real estate. Oh my Lord. You know,
Whatever.
I'm 59 years old. I've done quite a few things in my life as far as work is
You
concerned.
just went from one to the other.
Yeah, one thing ultimately leads to something else. Eventually, I've learned a lot with all the jobs I had when I was younger, and then ultimately I started my own company. I discovered the internet. I did a lot of work with that.
And the
when it
world
started.
changes around you too.
And then everything changed, and then ultimately, I was the middleman. So eventually, the internet actually sort of didn't help me. I mean, at first, it did help quite a bit, but afterwards, everything is so available now. You can go directly to the source. You don't need a middleman anymore.
Because I was just going to ask you if you have anybody to promote you.
Oh, the promotion is really much myself. I do a lot of my own, bookings. I do my own work as far as media, as far as anything, to do with promoting my work. But I get also help a little bit. The local, media sources, the newspapers. They're very, very nice to me. Southampton Press,
So
Hampton
you do
Star.
that all yourself? That's quite a
Yeah,
lot.
press releases. You have to be able to do everything. It's actually interesting. I'm a one-man business because
I mean,
I do
it
it
is-
all. I mean, I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. People don't realize. Yes,
It is a lot of work. Yeah, I know.
And I'm going to be recording recording an album as I'm embarking my journey because I'm leaving next week for Grand Canyon with my RV, and it has a recording studio inside. So I'm going to be in the desert, in the mountains, and I'm going to be doing a lot of new material. So I'm very excited about that.
So how long are you going to stay there?
Sorry, I think it's going to be a month and a half. It's about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, depends.
And how
Sorry.
many people are involved in this?
It's just me.
Just you?
Yes, I go alone.
You mean nobody's going to come with you and...
Nope. It's just me. I'm living on my own, yes. I like that.
You're going to have to tell me all about it after
Well, I'm going
you
to do a
come back.
blog, yes. I'm going to do a little blog. I will post things on Instagram and Facebook. And then ultimately I'll have a journal as well. And then the songs will be written and recorded. I mean, not, professionally, but I mean, the recording studio is definitely what we call more like a demo work as far as the tracks. And then afterwards, hopefully, if there's anything good, then I will go back into a regular studio and do a production.
I imagine you are going to record it.
Yes, it's totally.
And you're going to do that by yourself too?
Yes, I'm able to do that, yes. I've learned, you have to learn the internet and computers ultimately. It's a wonderful thing.
Gosh.
So you learn the programs and then you learn
It's
how to.
amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's magnificent.
Where are you going to stay over there?
I'm staying in my RV. I mean, literally, I'm going to be in, camp sometimes, and then sometimes I have hosts, some friends that are going to host me in their property. Or if not, sometimes you just stay on the side of the road when you're tired, and there's a trucker place.
Very daring.
It's a dream of a lifetime. It's another one to check off the bucket list.
You mentioned that you were married and you have two
Yes.
children.
Yeah, I was married for 20 years, yes. I have two
Wow.
wonderful
and you
children.
had enough?
No, it's not. Just we grew apart.
Actually, yes.
But wonderful mom, and the children are just beautiful
You
children.
still friends?
We're parents. We're parents. I'm a parent.
Oh, parent.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't know. Friends is a big word. Friends.
Well,
friends,
that's okay.
It takes time. Maybe someday.
You mentioned, well, not to me, not to this vast audience that we're talking to.
Yes.
How old are the children?
Oh, Lily is going to be 31, October 12th, and Lucas, my son, is 27.
Oh. And they're not here in Hamptons.
They grew up here. They grew up in Sag Harbor. No, they moved away. Lily is in Asheville, North Carolina. I'll be visiting her. We're going to do Thanksgiving there with Mom and everybody, so that'll be fun. And Lucas is in Austin, Texas.
Texas, yes.
That's right.
And what is he doing in Texas?
He's coding. He's a coder and a musician. And
Oh, he's a musician,
Yes.
takes after Dad.
Well, they love music. I mean, it's not his profession. He's not, he's like me maybe when I was his age, doing other things in order to.
It's just a hobby.
Passion and a hobby, yes. My daughter is a professional musician and singer.
She is.
And plays in a band and actually was performing in the Hamptons for many years. And then she moved with her boyfriend and they were performing there with the band and they did a record. No, music is always with us. And my ex-wife is an artist. She was a painter.
Painter,
Yes. So always creativity around.
as they say, all in the family.
Well, yes, we'll pass it on. Absolutely, I agree.
And I think you mentioned, I don't know if you mentioned it, you write your own music?
Yes, actually, maybe the next song should be an original that I'm actually going to be performing with a show called The Housewives of New York. They were going to tape on the 12th, but now we're taping on the 26th. So I'm going to do that a couple of songs. It's just a show, reality show on Bravo, and they asked me to be part of the.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but it's a great opportunity. I'm
You're
very excited.
modest.
Very excited.
Very modest.
No.
So did you write any other songs?
Oh yes, I wrote. I would say I have at least maybe 20, 30 major songs and probably 100 others that sort of are there, but that usually I've been writing since I was 15 years old. I picked up the guitar 15.
Amazing how many different songs there are from year one.
Oh,
People
yes.
are writing songs and they all different.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
How is that possible?
It's wonderful. That's what it is. We love music.
So let's hear this next rendition of Alfredo's.
I wrote a song last night, and I don't know where it went. Like the rain in the morning, I went outside, opened my mouth, the rain. And I miss Spain, the rain. Is it in vain? Ay, niña, deja de llorar. Ay, niña, y vamos a bailar. Y una rumba buena. Y vamos pa' Madrid, tú y yo. Vente ya. I wanna feel it all. I wanna feel some more. Drips, drops, and dreams. Rain. And I miss Spain. Oh, oh, oh. Ay, niña, y deja de llorar. Ay, niña, y vamos a bailar. Y una rumba buena. Y vamos pa' Madrid, tú y yo. Y una rumba buena. Oh, vente ya.
I like your style.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank
yes.
you.
Would you say there was any particular musician that influenced you?
Yes, of course. Jacques Brel influenced me a lot. Jacques Brel was in the 1954-59, one of the most amazing songwriter. And I believe when I look at songwriters in the world, in America, in England, in Spain, and when I see Jacques Brel's work, I say he was a master of the craft. A lot of musicians, David Bowie, Frank Sinatra, picked up on his ways of singing, performing, writing. He was just an amazing, he was a genius. He was an Einstein of songwriter to me.
Oh.
And I love many different styles of songwriting and respect many, Bruce Springsteen, Neil Young. I mean, I could not name all the artists that I been always in love with. But Jacques Brel to me was my mentor.
Do you also actually write out your song?
Well, I write up the lyrics and a few chords. I am a ear-trained, self-taught, ignorant musician in many ways. So for me, it's all about hearing, and then if it sounds right, then go with it.
Like if you wanted somebody else to play your music, you would have to write it down, don't you?
Yes, then there's programs in the computers to do that now.
Oh.
So, or you hire someone to do the score. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not able to. I'm not technically at that level. There's many better musicians than I. And
today you don't need that.
Well, you don't need it, but it'd be nice at times. And I always say to my children, try to know both. Try to do both, because a lot of technical people sometimes shy away because they have to read, and if there's none in front of them, which is fine.
They have
you
to
have
show
that.
off.
But it's good sometimes to just explore and improvise and open up to the guitar sound. I mean, this guitar can have many sounds. The blues, the rock. I mean, this is a classical acoustic Ramirez, and it does have beautiful harmonies and sweet tones, but it's all about the sound for me. It's not about how many chords or how many scales I can or do. Sometimes I make plenty of mistakes.
You don't even know.
It's okay sometimes,
Yeah.
But
But
I love the sound.
it seems to me that by doing this, you learn something.
You learn as you go. I've learned everything I know pretty much in the school of life, the way I say it, yes. I never went to school for English. I never went to school for guitar. I never went to school for many things that I'm doing.
Well, when you come back, I could teach you some things.
I'm sure you could.
I'm
sure you could.
I learned to play the piano when I was 8 years old.
Yeah, my daughter plays the piano. She's classically trained. She knows how to read music, write music.
And then, of course, when I came to this country, I took some lessons more, and then I wanted to learn how to play popular music. So this one teacher showed me how to play with chords.
Yes.
And that's very easy. Once you know the rudiments.
Yes.
It's very
Anyone
easy.
can play music. Anyone can play an instrument. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
So you said, when are you leaving to this?
I will be departing, God willing. I'm waiting for my motorcycle to be fixed, and hopefully it's done today. By the 12th of October, I'm going to go to Maine first, and then I'm going to go to Vermont to see a few friends in a farm. They had a wonderful baby, so I want to see the boy. And then I'm going to go to the Niagara Falls, because I've never been, and I really want to see the Niagara Falls.
So
and then
I
I'll come
got
back
you
down.
just in time.
Yes.
I got you just in time.
Yes.
Well, I hope to see you again when you come
I'd
back.
love to.
You are a
Have me
very
back anytime.
interesting young man,
Thank you.
and I wish you a lot of success.
Thank you.
So we have like a few minutes left. Would you like? Do you have a theme song?
I'll do a little bit of a piece. How many? We have 2 minutes?
4.
I'll do something that you know for you again, as the last one. Let's see if it comes. Sometimes I mess it up often. Rêver un impossible rêve, porter les chagrins de départ, brûler d'une possible fièvre, partir où personne ne part, aimer jusqu'à la déchirure, aimer, même trop, même mal, brûler une possible fièvre, atteindre l'inaccessible étoile, telle est ma quête, suivre l'étoile, peu m'importe mes chances, peu m'importe le temps ou ma désespérance, et puis lutter toujours sans question ni repos, se damer pour leur dame d'amour. Je ne sais si je serais ce héros, mais mon cœur serait tranquille. Impossible dream.
That's beautiful, and everybody knows that song,
Yeah,
I
it's a
guess.
beautiful song. Maybe next time I'll do it in its entirety. It's a beautiful song. And Jacques Brel was given the permission to do this song for his play called the L'Homme de la Mancha that he adapted in France.
Yes.
Wonderful play, wonderful play.
Yes.
He's Don Quixote. He was the
Yes,
rebel. I'm a little bit
yes.
like that, by the way.
Yes, I recognized it. And I heard you play a song, I just can't remember, but I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah, Alfredo Musica with a K, one word. Alfredo, like the pasta, Musica with a K.
Oh, that's
One
it.
word. And that's YouTube, in whatever
Where
media.
else can people hear you?
Facebook, Vimeo, YouTube, Instagram.
I think I came across to see you at Facebook someplace.
Yes, probably because I post, when I play musically in the restaurants or the hotels, I put usually, my schedule. But this year the schedule was really hard
So
because of COVID.
locally, you did the circuit here.
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
you did Bay Street.
Yes.
How about Guildhall?
Bay Street, Guildhall, LTV before in the past. I've done a lot of hotels, Barron's Cove. I played everywhere.
How about Gurney's? That
I
had to be
played
up-
Gurney's as well. I've played, many wonderful restaurants and destinations. Yes.
Yes, it is.
And also, I play in Europe. I play in the Caribbean a lot. In Cuba, I do a lot of recording in Cuba.
That I know you. I'm gonna when you come back, I'll introduce you to some people that may be helpful.
Wonderful, absolutely.
Because I've been around,
Of course. I will
I've been
very much
here.
appreciate.
So I did ask you just before if that was not your theme song. You have your theme song?
A theme song. in
Like
what
when
way?
a person comes on, they play the just
Oh,
one song.
to
that-
open a show or something like that.
Yeah, like anytime. When the
never thought about
blue
that.
of the night meets the gold of the day. You know that one? That was, I think it was Bing Crosby's.
Oh no, I don't know it. No, I've never done. I don't know, but the song that I did in English and Spanish. I don't know. Maybe the Housewives of New York show will put it on their opening. I don't know
you
how
have
they're going to do it.
pick one song that when we hear that song, we think of you.
You think of it? Yeah, I hear you. A trademark song in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to think of one. Next
Yeah.
time, perhaps, if you have me over.
Well, when my show comes on,
Yes.
there's the same song.
Yes, of
I
course.
have a introduction. It's always the same.
The same, of course. Yes.
By the way, I wrote that song.
Oh, wonderful.
But
Well, I look forward to seeing the show, and then I will listen and listen
and
very
Anna
happily.
Cheek, I don't know if you ever heard. She's a musician. Anna Cheek sang it, and Robert Fraser recorded it.
Okay.
But we're off the air now.
Okay, very good.